Hi, Kim Adams here, founder of Happy, Healthy, Groovy and Feminine Confidence and Lifestyle Coach. I thought I would just record a quick video for you today to talk about the idea of confidence and what is confidence and when does confidence become arrogance or thinking too much of ourselves. And I think this is a really interesting question because there's a lot of information out there and a lot of stuff happening on Facebook and in social media about women stepping into their power, about women becoming more confident. And why is that even happening now? Why is there such a resurgence of discussion around women being confident when on one hand we see more and more women stepping up in the workplace and in their professions, stepping into higher levels and rising up the ladder, and women on TV who are appearing confident and gorgeous, and there's all this empowerment stuff happening at the moment. Yet when we step back from all that, there is, I think, a sense of inner self-doubt that a lot of professional women have, and it's almost like we're stuck between living dual lives. And I know that was the case for me when I was working in my career that I had before moving into my own business, where I was in middle management. I had a position that, you know, I felt that I was making a real difference. I felt I had the ear of the executive, and I worked in a very masculine environment, so I really had to step into my power when I was at work. Being only 5 foot tall as well doesn't help me. I mean, I had to stand up and be confident and be heard and be seen. And I did that really, I think, quite well, and I enjoyed that role. But on the flip side, once I walked home at night, once I stepped into my personal life, I found there was a lot of self-doubt about myself. There was self-doubt about my body. Anyone who's listened to any of my previous videos, I've spoken about my body image issues and my disordered eating that I went through with the aim of trying to be perfect and trying to take control of my body. So it was almost like a dual life of living this confident, opinionated has quite a negative tone about it, but you know what I'm saying, someone who was willing to speak her opinion in the workplace, and that was rewarded because that was necessary, to someone in my personal life where I had a lot of self-doubt. I didn't truly believe in myself, and I was looking for validation in my relationships, and validation with my body, and not really feeling like I was worthy. And I find that in a lot of women that I work with who are professionals, where there's almost a mask that they wear when they go to work that says, I'm confident, I'm successful, and listen to me. Really, on the inside, there is just so much anxiety and self-doubt happening. But there's a feeling that we can't talk about it to anyone because then people will find out that we're not worthy of our job or worthy of the station we have. So I think there is a lot of room for us to still start talking about what confidence is, and confidence that comes from a deep sense of knowing who we are. A confidence that comes from not needing to prove ourselves because we already know ourselves. And I think that's the key to true confidence, is knowing who we are, loving who we are, and even more than that, liking who we are. We are here in our roles and have been created to do whatever it is that we're meant to be here on this earth to do in this lifetime, as we are. And that is perfect in its imperfection. We are not, totally perfect human beings, but we are perfect in how we are designed to live. And sure, there's room for improvement, and I think that's an important thing to do, is to continually be wanting to improve ourselves. But it's an improvement that's not coming from a need to feel better. It's coming from a striving to be our best, and knowing that our best or my best is a different version from what your best is, and being able to stand confidently in that and go, I am who I am and I like who I am, and I don't need someone else validating that for me. What I do need to do is step out as my best self and put myself out there authentically. And the word authentic, I think, is being used a lot lately, so I get a bit hesitant about using it. But it's true. It's about who is your authentic self? How do you represent yourself to others? And is it representing what you think they want from you, or is it truly representing who you are? And I think that's underpins some of the dilemma for professional women, is that we know there's a perception of how we should be in the workplace, how we should be acting, how we should be presenting ourselves both physically on the outside, and how we should be presenting our views and our opinions, that doesn't always gel with actually who we are. So confidence for me comes from reaching that point where you can speak your truth, when you can present yourself as you are. And you know, it's a really exciting thing. The sad thing is I started to do that just before I left my career. And I think the reason I started to do that was because I was already in my mind leaving that job. So even though it wasn't about burning bridges or anything, in my mind it was like, well, I'm just going to say what I think now because I'm leaving anyway. So I started to question decisions that were being made. I started to act in a bit more of a allowing my real me to come out in the workplace, which is, you know, a little bit hippy dippy sometimes. You know, I burn incense and I meditate and I'm into the mind, body, spirit stuff. And I started talking about that at work, thinking that here we go, they're not going to pay any attention to me. And people were really interested. People that I didn't think, male bosses that I didn't think would connect with that in any way and think I was just being weird, were the ones that wanted to talk about that, because they were also having that in their personal lives and they believed that as well, but they weren't bringing it to work because they didn't want to look stupid. So it's amazing once you step into being the real you and talking authentically from your inner truth, is that others show their inner truth as well. So maybe that's the best thing that comes out of being confident, is that you are being you, and that allows others to be themselves. I just realised that then. That is truly the best thing that can come out of being confident in yourself, is you give others permission to be confident in themselves. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Bye.